Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome to the Flex. Welcome to another episode, but it's not a normal episode, man. I had to do this, man. United Stand reaches 1 million subscribers. I want to talk a little bit about my journey on there. A lot of the people that have kind of come and made it what it was, man. What a team. What a team, man. I really want to talk about it. And it's something that we don't really get to do on the United Stand. So I wanted to give you a lot of insight into my feelings on it, really. 1 million subscribers. When I joined the channel, it was on 120k, I think. 120k. 3.5 years ago, man. I remember November 2017. And it was crazy. I just, when I look back to where I started to where I am now, I can't believe it. Like, it doesn't, when something just doesn't make sense to you, like it doesn't feel real. And that's how I kind of feel about the United Stand. It doesn't feel real. The community that's over there is a joke. Like, how inclusive it is, how everyone can have their say, and how like the reach of it, like worldwide, is just nuts. And to reach it in this time as well, especially when I haven't been around any of you guys, the fans, face to face for a little while, that's been different for me. But I've got used to it, I suppose, in this time, and luckily there's a road back to come out of it. But 1 million subscribers, I mean, let me just take you lot on the journey of like how I first even got on there. I was introduced to Mark, and I never wanted to be on YouTube for football or anything like that. And I got introduced to Mark and said he wanted to try some new stuff out and stuff, and go to the games and have some representation there and capture the fans at the game. And I remember when I got asked to do it, I was like, me, nah, that's not me. Like, I don't come from a media background. I don't do that whole hosting and presenting and interviewing, and it's just not me. Like, I'm a DJ and I'm a school teacher. I work in a school. Like, this is not me. But I love my football. That's one thing I did know. I love my football, and obviously I love Man United since I was 8 years old. So I gave it a go, and I remember the first weekend going Man United Crystal Palace. Remember it like it was yesterday. First guy I ever interviewed. He was from Saint Kitts, I think, or Barbados, one of the Caribbean islands. Them, one of the small islands. Them, big up my small island crew, yeah. And I remember driving up there though, me and a friend, and I met and the camera guy as well. And I nervous? People say to me, was I nervous? I was like, I was a little nervous, but I just kind of, it didn't really register. Like, I just felt like I was just going to watch a game. Like, it wasn't until like, I think we won 4-0 that game. I think Lukaku was really good in that game. From what I remember like rightly. It wasn't until like the 88th minute, or like like when the fourth official holds up the board, and like, yo, there's like 2 minutes left of the game. That's when I was like, right, it's 2 minutes left of this game. I'm gonna have to go out there and interview fans. And I remember going outside the stadium and kind of, yeah, United Stand TV, and oh, United Stand TV, walk past. United Stand TV, no. Like, literally, it was quite hard to get people. Then you get one person, and then someone sees that you're interviewing someone, and a couple more people come in, and we done the interviews. Um, and then I met the guy from Game of Thrones as well, who plays Samuel Tarly, John, and he's a Man United fan. And I just bumped into him and interviewed him as well, and it just worked. Everything just fell into place that day. And I remember driving back to London, thinking, "Rah, like what a crazy experience." And I just look at how I've grown as a person from then to now. I think Mark's allowed me to do that, and I think he could have easily have said, "This is just going to be an echo chamber of my thoughts and feelings just for me," and he could have easily have done that. He could have easily done that, but he allowed me to come in and put my own spin on things and put my own style on things. And after the second week, I remember after the first week of presenting, Mark rings me. It's like, we're doing some work with One Football. We got an opportunity to interview One Matter. And I'm going, what? Matter the player? Like, you want me to go and interview Matter? Like, he's like, yeah, let's do it. So I'm like, bro, I've only been in this thing for like a week, and I'm here interviewing one of the players. Like, that one, I was nervous. I was on the train up to Manchester. I'm like, what am I gonna do? And when I look back at that video as well, please don't look back at it. But when I look back at it, for at the time, it was proper. It was good for someone who's only been in it a week. But when I look back to it now, it just makes me cringe, man. It really does make me cringe. But I grew into it. I grew into the role. I kept taking it in my stride. A lot of it I found easy because I love the club. Like, I love Man United. Like, that's just a lot of the stuff that I've been doing, I'll be talking about Man United with friends and family and whatever, just without it being filmed. So for me, it was easy to do that. It was really easy to do that. So I just had to get to grips around like how to ask questions, how to get the feedback of people, how to, I don't know, eye contact. I suppose like things that a cultured journalist or interviewer would know, and I just don't know them. All I know is me. So I'm a people person. I love meeting new people. I love to be out there, hearing people's stories, hearing what people have to say. That's just me in general as a person. Like if I go on holiday, I'll make friends while I'm on holiday. Like wherever I go, I love meeting new people, strangers as they say. I love it. So for me, that was easy. But I never ever thought that fast forward 3 and a bit years, the United Stand would be where it was. I think back to Mark, like doing like Sunday shows, just him and a couple others, and sometimes just him. I remember him walking to work like along the canal doing the transfer stories and stuff like that. Because I did used to watch the United Stand before I was on it, but it still doesn't really register. I remember when me and Josh as well. Me and Josh were when I think of how quickly we've managed to get there. I remember when we went on pre-season tour and we was in Australia. We literally got into our hotels, getting our bags done, getting our bags sorted and whatever. And then we realized that we hit 500k, and we were like, "Yo, we done it 500,000, man! Like this is nuts. The road to a million starts here." And we was trying to predict like, could that happen? Like a million? Does that even make sense? And when I look back, I just think, what? Like it's a blur. Like it doesn't even make sense. Like how quickly this has actually happened and how quickly my life's changed. And um, but I enjoy it. I've had to sacrifice a lot, and just like everyone else has at the United Stand. I mean, Mark, what he does is 3 videos a day, every day, pretty much. The watch alongs, super consistent. That's one thing that no one can take that away from the United Stand. He's super consistent. But what I love about it most is that it's built for the fans. Like, yes, you got Mark Goldridge, you got me, you got KG, you got Beth and Kev and Alex and Jay and all the guys on the fan forum and Jack and whatnot. You got Jory behind the scenes, but it's about you lot, the fans. That for me, because I watched it as a fan, that the principles of it were always the same. It wasn't this thing that where people tell lies and spread shit and that and chat crap and just make stuff up. Oh, it's backed by a media company. It's not. I just love that it's 100% pure, 100% organic, and there's been a lot of like adversity along the way though. That's 100. I will admit that there has. There's been a lot of friction from a lot of people, a lot of people creating up stuff to help themselves, or a lot of people telling lies, a lot of people making stuff up, a lot of people trying to hold us back, especially at fan cams. Like you lot have seen some of the things that have happened over the years. But you see me, I'm one of these people like I'll have a rational conversation with anyone because you can't please everyone, but I'll have a rational conversation with anyone. But to be able to kind of ignore that, I think is something that I find really easy. I find that really easy when someone kind of comes in your face or they're chatting shit or they're trying to hate on you. Let them do it. Let them do it. Like hate is such a weak emotion, and I think whenever I've come across hate, not even just within this space, just in my life, I can just let it slide. Like I'll just drop you out. Like I realized after a while as well, people say to me, "Oh, Flex, how do you take like people who chat shit or they say this or they say that or they make up lies or they troll you or whatever?" And it's a very small percentage, a very very small percentage, which is actually the key. The key here is that if if out of 100 people, yeah, 98 people are cool to me, yeah. That other 2%, them 2 people that don't like me or don't like the channel or want to say what they want to say, hate on you, try to bring you down. If I let them into my way of thinking and my energy and my aura, yeah, I'm the idiot. Like I'm the one with the issue. That's what I believe. If I let them, if I ignore the 98% of people who got positive things to say, who really want to come on the platform, who want to have their say, who fuck with what we're doing, like I'm the idiot if I ignore them people. So I'm a guy who always focus on the positives, but those people have also helped me, the negative people. Like I like it. Like I like it. I like to sometimes hear just a little bit of negative because they just kind of keep me going. Do you know what I'm saying? Not more than the people who really enjoy it because they're the people that matter. But I'm just trying to put into context that I just don't let them. I don't let them do that. I don't. When I think back to some of my favorite moments on United Stand, there's been so Many, so many. Like so I didn't even prepare. I don't like write down speeches and all that. I just, you know me, I just want to come and tell you guys how I'm feeling. But the key moments, one I have to say, like I've just touched on, which was the second ever week I was interviewing Matter. That was a surreal experience. Didn't even feel real. I got to interview Peter Schmeichel. Um, that was surreal as well. I think early on, I wasn't starstruck, but when I started coming around current players or ex players, I was more like, right, I can't like I've gone from just working in the school to now interviewing like my favorite players or legends of the club or whatever. That to me was surreal. So they're definitely standout moments. I think when I really realized how big the United stand was when we did that pre-season tour, 2019 summer in July. We went to Australia first, then we went to Singapore, and then we went to Shanghai. Me and Josh, what a journey! Hold tight, Josh, in the cut as well, because the vlogs we made out there were just unreal. We had the drone out. We would get capturing shots that have never been done before. And you know what? I'm not a bossy person. I'm not someone who likes to show off or big up what they've done. And maybe I should big up, be a bit more proud of what I've done. Well, I am proud, but maybe I should show it a bit more. But that's just how I am as a person. I'm quite reserved. Like I just take it in my stride, appreciate everything, be humble, give love, receive love. I just live a really simple life like that. But having said that, when I do look back, it is important to give ourselves a pat on the back in terms of what the United Stand has managed to do. I think the way we deliver content has helped change the landscape for fan content. Obviously, AFTV been doing their thing a long time. Redmen TV, I think Redmen TV were actually the first football fan channel. AFTV went to another level. Shout out Robbie and those guys. We're coming for you, by the way. Um, but I think the way that United Stand works with the live content, which Mark created, that we were the first people to be doing that. Do you know what I mean? And when I say we, that was happening before I even got on the channel. So really, the United Stand was the first, not me, the first. The United Stand was the first channel to be doing that. And when I look back at that, that's a landscape thing. That's a groundbreaking thing. Do you know what I mean? It changed the way that fan content was. Live shows wasn't really a thing back then. Um, and then I think we changed it further when I talk about my imprint on it. I think me and Josh, the way that we moved when we was on tour, the type of content we were creating and the vlogs we were doing and behind the scenes access we were getting, I hadn't seen it. I personally hadn't witnessed it on a fan channel, and I think it was groundbreaking, and the viewers absolutely loved it. When we started, going into press conferences and getting into the training sessions and bringing you guys to the team hotel and things like that. I'm in the changing rooms. Sometimes I'm not supposed to be there. Don't ask. That's for another day. If you lot knew what went in behind the scenes to get some of the footage that we did, people think that it was handed to us. People think that, you know, I just pick up my phone and ring the club and we've got these inroads because we're backed by the club and we're backed by Sky Sports or we're backed by media companies. No, this is all independent. Everything you see us do is off the back of us building our personal relationships on an individual basis. And when I had the freedom, and that's why I big up to what Mark allowed me the flexibility and the freedom to put my own spin and help grow the United Stand, in that way. When we started getting into press conferences, when we started, like I said, going behind the scenes, when we was on tour, that just changed everything. That changed everything. And another thing that made me realize how big the United Stand was when we got to Australia, and when it's walking in the street, people are like, Flex, man, yo, like, watch the United Stand all the time. I'm like, I'm in Australia. I'm in Australia. Like, this doesn't even make sense to me right now. Then we went Singapore again, same situation. We got so much love. I remember actually back to Australia. I remember going into the Crown Plaza, which is where the players were staying in Australia. I'm trying to get me and Josh trying to get footage of the players, so you guys can see whatever. And then Michael Carrick was there. Michael Carrick was in the lobby. All the fans are taking pictures and that. I remember walking in. I'm like, yo, there's Carrick. Oh, go say hello, get a picture, whatever. I'm doing the fanboy thing. And I remember walking there. Me and Josh are filming. Or Josh is filming. And as I'm walking up to Carrick, people that are around Carrick have like turned around. They turned around and seen me and gone, yo, that's Flex United Stand. Yo, Flex, can we get a picture? No, yeah. And I'm goes, guys, like Michael Carrick's like right there. Do you know what I mean? So that for me made me realize that, bro, this is a thing. And like, I don't deal with the whole like fame and popularity and like, oh, look at me, it's just not me. Like, I'm just a regular fan who I'm lucky enough now that my life has been turned upside down for the good. but I'm just a regular fan that now gets to go and watch my team. It's a job, and that's amazing. But I don't see myself as a super fan, a celebrity, a blue tick, a this, a that. Yeah, you know what I mean. I get my friends and that they know who they are. They come for me. Yeah, look at you, man, you blue tick celebrity and all of this. Look at you. Nah, and it's all tongue in cheek, but they know me. They know me deep down. I'm just a person that takes it all in my stride. So when people are like, "Right, what's it feel like people taking pictures of you?" It feels weird. It doesn't register with me because I'm just a fan. So that Michael Carrick story definitely showed me that. But when we got to China, that was when I was like, raw. The United stands on a different level, and the work that we're putting in is reaching a global, like, because they couldn't speak English over there in China, or the people that I was speaking to, but they knew who we were. They were like, "Yo, United Stand, flex, flex, flex." And that's when I took a kind of step back and took a deep breath, and I was just like, "Wow, like this is really something." Another highlight, obviously, there's fan cams along the way that have just been crazy. I think back to the Paul fan cam at the City game. It was just organic. I was just talking to a guy on the bridge, and then Paul just walked past and had his say, and then boom, there it was. I think that when that fan cam happened was when I think people started to really take notice of the United stand and the fan cams anyway. The watch alongs had always been really good with what Mark does. The live stuff was always sick with what Mark does. But in terms of the fan cams, I think that's when people really started to realize. And again, I'm not one, you guys know me by now, I'm not one for like trying to look for virality or trying to encourage people to shout and swear. And you know me, I much rather people just come make a constructive argument. Yeah, have your personality if you're a funny person, or you like to have a laugh, or you like busting a couple jokes and that. But be you in it. Don't come and look for this, you know, viral moment. And people don't realize what goes in behind the scenes. Like if some you don't realize how much stuff we delete through people just trying to do that and kind of, you know, have that level of I'm just trying to make it. I'm just trying to make it. So yeah, a lot of stuff gets cut because it's all about quality control. But I think that when that fan cam first happened, that was when it really went off. That's when it really went off for me. So yeah, I look back now and I just think how has 3 years gone so quick? How has it gone so quick? Three and a bit years. I'm blessed. I'm lucky. I got a lot of good people around me. But all the supporters of United stand, it's just crazy. And like it's at 1 million now. How far can it go? Like like what's the limit? Is there a limit? It feels like we're just getting started. As we come out of COVID, and we start kind of traveling again. I can't wait to do that. Get back on the road trips, be around you guys. This channel's gonna bang a lot more. We're gonna have some vlogs, behind the scenes stuff for all the games. It's just gonna be so much content, and I think doing the United stand has actually it's changed me as a person 100%. When I say change me, I don't mean change the fundamentals of me, like how I am as a person, like my morals, and that hasn't changed that, but it's changed where I believe I can get to in my life 100%. 100%. And that's why I'm so grateful to Mark for giving me the opportunity and everyone at the United Stand. And I just look and to everyone who's kind of passed through the United Stand has been like a train, like I call it like a train. It's like a London Underground train. It's going through the Piccadilly line. You get off your stops or whatever, but some people stay on it for longer and whatever. And everyone's played their part on this journey. Everyone's played their part on this journey, and that's what I love. That's what I love. And for the people who never thought we could get here, for the people who tried to hold us down, I'm not even going to say take your L. I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that. I don't really care what you have to think. So if you are one of the people who are watching it, envious, bad mind, and that, and they're like, right, why has this happened? I hate them. Problems with you, not us, innit? That's it. I just keep smiling, keep giving out love, and love keeps coming back. That's it. Where do I think United Stand's going to be in the next few years as well? I, I'm just thinking about how big it can actually grow, and it's scary. It's actually scary. It really is. But on a personal, I've enjoyed every minute of it. And you know what? Not being at the games throughout Corona, in a football sense, has showed me so much about the content we do, how much I enjoy doing the mad drives you guys know me from the road trips. I drive to every single game. You know what I mean? 3 hours there, 3 hours back, whatever, staying over late night, traveling around the world, traveling to Europe. And the commitment I've had to do in my life on a personal, I don't see friends, family, and loved ones anywhere near as much as I'd like to, because technically I live a footballer's schedule. Where Man United are, that's where I am. But being at home, um, and not going to the football has shown me just how much I do love it and how much I can't wait to get back out there. I can't wait for life to get back to normal. So big up to everyone for the support, for the love. Big up to everyone for the support on this channel as well. That's what United Stand showed me as well, that I could believe in myself to start my own channel and do things that aren't United related, although I'm doing this. But I just had to talk about it on a personal because it's a massive deal, and I'm proud to be part of it. And long may it continue. It's all about the United Stand community. You lot keep supporting, keep showing love. And yeah, big up to yourselves. I'm out of here. Smash a like on this video. Subscribe if you lot are new as well. The Flex, like I said, as soon as we start coming out of lockdown, I've got some interviews coming. I've got some more content coming and a lot more vlogs as well when we start coming out of this COVID situation. One thing I didn't want to do here on the Flex while I've got you lot is I don't really want to make content for the sake of making content, like just for no reason. Like I want to give you guys organic stuff. Like I'm not just gonna put the camera on and just be like, oh, don't really know what I'm gonna talk about, guys. But I just thought I'd just put the camera on, to make content for content's sake. And I'm not doing the football thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. I could probably do loads of stuff on football, United, but like I think the whole point of this is the other side of me. Do you know what I'm saying? So I've been really careful about how I do that and when I do that. So if you guys want to see more content on here, that's great. Smash a like on the video. Let me know in the comments what type of content you guys want to see. But bear in mind, you know me, I'm not just going to do something for the sake of it. So I've got a lot of plans for this channel, and I feel like as we come out of COVID into the normal world again, you lot are gonna see that, and you're gonna reap the benefits from that type of content from me as well. I'll be back on the roads. I'll be back out there making that A1 content. So I will see you guys about, and if you're about and you want to get in the vlogs, man, jump in. Yeah. Anyway, United Stand, 1 million subscribers. Thanks to each and every one of you. I am out of here. Peace.